Welcome back to Hit the Road Jack. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, this is lesson number 2. Today we're going to be focusing on 19 to 26, which is the exact same thing as 45 to 53. So if you can play 19 to 26, you also have 45 to 53 down, which is pretty cool. Before we start, I wanted to let you know of some other cool songs by Ray Charles. Some ones that you really should listen to really get the feel of what he was about. Of course, Hit the Road Jack was probably his number one of all time. But Georgia on My Mind is great, really, really soulful. Unchain My Heart, another good one. And his version of America the Beautiful just has the possibility of bringing you to tears. It's very, very beautiful. And even President Obama mentioned that in one of his speeches. So take a good listen to that. Some interesting things before we move on. Brass, you have kind of a harmony melody. You're playing harmony with each other, but both parts kind of take on melodic features. We want to watch the tide notes right from the get-go. Brass, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, do do da, do dee do do da. Right at 19 and measure 20. You'll hear that a couple times. Saxophones, you're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, and coming in on that of 3 quite a bit. So you want to get used to counting 1, 2, 3, boom, and coming in right there. Okay. Really, really important piano note, like we practiced on the first lesson. A 1, 2, 3, but actually it's up higher. A 1, 2, 3. You can even get your other hand in there. 1, 2, 3. And trying to face the camera as best I can. Anyway, let's get right to the demonstrations. I'm going to start with the trumpet. We're starting to measure 19. First trumpet, actually all trumpets, you start with the rock-on fingering, G sharp. Okay, and that's going to sound right there. A 1, 2, 3, 4. That took us all the way to 27. I do want to draw your attention to measure 21. We start with a G sharp, and then we see a G just a little bit later in that measure. Let me show you here, and let's see if the camera person can show you this. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. We have a G sharp here, and then we see another G right over here. This G is also G sharp 2 and 3. Okay, so both are G sharp. That sharp carries through the measure. I'll demonstrate that one more time, maybe a little slower. And notice those B's are also B natural, middle. Okay? All right, trombones, really, really similar part, same rhythm, but different notes. Like usual, trombones, you get the harmony part, and your part's just a little trickier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, trombones, you do have a D flat in there, which is second position. Second position is always a little bit closer than you would think, okay, on the trombone. And if I could have Mrs. Brown step in a little closer here. Confusing part might be our D flat right here that we have, that second position D flat. That D flat continues da, da, da. All of these are D flat. Even though those aren't marked, that flat carries through the measure. Da, 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 da. All right. We're going to move on to the saxophone part. Saxophones, for the most part, you have the same part all the way through, with the exception of your notes in 20 and 21. So I'm going to demonstrate those notes at 20 and 21, and I'll play through it on one of my instruments. Okay? So here's the alto part in measure, I'll count in 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, a 2, a 3. And notice I did a 1, a 2, a 3. Boom. Here's the second alto part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, a 2, a 3. Okay, that was the alto part. And moving on to the tenor part, which I'm going to play on my professional bass clarinet that goes all the way down to a low C. Take a listen to this. Yes! So cool. Here is the tenor 1 part. Tenor 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, a 2, a 3. You have a G sharp there, which on tenor sax you would finger 1, 2, 3, pinky, and then go to G natural. Okay? And the second tenor part, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, my register key was not, excuse me for this, registering. So we're going to try that again. Well, it's kind of locked up, but it should sound like this. Okay? We're going to move on. And now I will play all the way through the alto 1 part. Should sound really, really similar for all parts here beyond that, the first 2 notes. Okay? Here is measure 19 all the way to 27. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, a 2, a 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I couldn't help myself. We get back to the melody at 27. So hope you're really enjoying playing this. Rhythm section, by the way, pretty much the same thing that you were doing. Bass, remember to really bring out. And just lay that down. Drums. Really laying down beat 2 and beat 4. Miss you guys. Have fun making some great music. Hit the Road Jack, one of the best. See you later.